Hello, this is Bihu Bhatt from Amity Center of Happiness. Today we are diving into a topic that's been on everybody's mind lately, the fear of missing out, commonly known as FOMO, especially when it's driven by the activities of our peers. Joining me to unpack this phenomena and its repercussions is Yuvraj. Yuvraj, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Yuvraj. I'm pursuing International Relations Honors and Research degree from Amity Institute of International Studies. And thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Welcome, Yuvraj. To kick things off, let's talk about FOMO. What is it? This word is commonly thrown around, but what is its true meaning?
FOMO is fear of missing out. It is a term that describes the worry people feel about missing out on fun or rewarding experiences that others are having. It became popular in around 2010 and was added to the Oxford Dictionary in 2013. Psychologists explain FOMO as a fear of being left out, driven by a need to feel connected with others. This fear can lead to negative feelings like loneliness or jealousy. आज की दुनिया में जब हम सोशल मीडिया बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ करते हैं तो फोमो बहुत कांस्टेंट फीलिंग बन जाती है क्योंकि तुम कॉन्स्टेंटली देखते हो लोगों को घूमते हुए बाहर जाते हुए एंड यू सी थिंग्स दैट यू कैन नॉट डू तो तुम्हें शॉर्ट बर्ड्स ऑफ डिप्रेशन आते हैं या फिर कुछ स्ट्रेस फीलिंग आते हैं जो काफ़ी देर तक भी रुक सकते हैं एंड तुम्हें बहुत बुरा लगता है बट यू कैन नॉट हेल्प इट FOMO को हमें अंडरस्टैंड करना चाहिए. It will help us recognize its impact and find a way to cope with it.
That makes perfect sense. But why do we experience this fear, particularly when it comes to what our friends or colleagues are up to?
Yeah, FOMO is essentially the anxiety we feel when we believe others are experiencing rewarding events without us. Our peers play a significant role in triggering this fear because humans are inherently social creatures. We naturally compare ourselves to those around us, seeking validation and a sense of belonging. When we see our friends or colleagues engaging in exciting activities, it can intensify our fear of missing out on those experiences. From an evolutionary standpoint, humans have relied on social connections for survival, making us inherently sensitive to social cues and interactions. Consequently, when we perceive our peers or colleagues participating in activities without us, it can trigger insecurity and anxiety about our social standings in relationships. Moreover, in today's digital age, social media platforms amplify the visibility of others' activities, exacerbating the fear of missing out. Constantly scrolling through curated feeds filled with highlights from friends and colleagues' lives can create an illusion of perpetual excitement and achievement, leading individuals to compare their own experiences unfavorably. The pressure to keep up with the seemingly endless stream of social updates can intensify FOMO, as individuals fear being left out of the social loop or not measuring up to their peers' perceived standards. Additionally, social norms and expectations within peer and colleague circles can contribute to the experience of FOMO, whether it's attending social events, networking gatherings, or professional conferences. There's often an implicit pressure to participate in activities to maintain social connections and professional relationships. The fear of missing out on these opportunities can stem from a desire to avoid feelings of exclusion or the fear of being perceived as disconnected or disengaged from one's social or professional network. Furthermore, the fear of missing out on professional opportunities or career advancements can be particularly pronounced in workplace settings. In competitive environments where success and recognition are highly valued, individuals may experience FOMO related to their colleagues' achievements or opportunities for growth. The fear of falling behind or not keeping pace with peers' career trajectories can drive individuals to overcommit themselves or prioritize work over personal well-being, leading to burnout or dissatisfaction. Ultimately, the fear of missing out with peers and colleagues reflects our innate need for social connection, acceptance, and validation, whether it's driven by the pervasive influence of social media, societal expectations, or professional pressures. FOMO can have significant implications for individuals' mental health, decision-making processes, and overall well-being. Recognizing and understanding the underlying factors contributing to FOMO can empower individuals to adopt healthier coping strategies, set boundaries, and cultivate a sense of fulfillment and contentment in their social and professional lives.
That makes sense. You see, individuals nowadays are seeking, due to FOMO, are seeking or going into ways that are not socially acceptable, like drinking, smoking, getting into the wrong friend circle, or doing things which might be against certain norms and principles. Why do you think people do this? And more so ever, have you ever done something of this sort, or have you personally experienced FOMO in your life?
You could have FOMO for various reasons, as I've already said. You can feel excluded, you feel like you're not engaged enough, you feel like you're missing out on opportunities, you feel like not doing. And personally, I've experienced FOMO. I don't think I've experienced it right now, as I'm in college right now. A lot of things have unlocked for me, and a lot of opportunities I've taken. But back in 12th, back in 11th, I used to feel FOMO when my parents wouldn't allow me to go outside with my friends, and it would happen a lot. Like I was only allowed to go out for like 2 to 3 times a year, and that was very less because all my friends used to go out every week, and every week I used to feel this feeling of FOMO, and it used to make me very sad, and sometimes I'd end up crying, which was very rare for me, but I did it because after all, they were my friends and we had the same circle, and I was not being a part of it at one particular time every week, so it made me sad.
Yeah, that's a wish that I might understand. Um, what are certain repercussions that experiencing FOMO driven by peer activities can have on individuals, since you experienced it so closely?
The repercussions can be quite profound. Firstly, there's the emotional toll it takes on individuals. Some of the common signs seen in individuals are emotional distress, which is constantly feeling like you're missing out on experiences your peers are having, can lead to emotional distress. This may include feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, loneliness, anxiety, or even depression. Seeing others seemingly enjoying themselves without you can evoke a sense of exclusion or being just left behind, contributing to negative self-perceptions and diminished self-worth. FOMO can be a significant source of stress and anxiety for individuals. The pressure to stay connected and not miss out on social activities or opportunities can lead to heightened levels of stress as individuals feel required to constantly monitor social media feeds, respond to invitations, or engage in activities to avoid the fear of missing out. FOMO can also impact relationships with friends, family, and colleagues. Constantly prioritizing social activities driven by the fear of missing out may strain relationships as individuals may neglect quality time with loved ones or fail to fulfill commitments and obligations. In an attempt to avoid missing out, individuals may overcommit themselves by saying yes to every invitation or opportunity that comes their way. This can result in stretching oneself too thin, leading to feelings of exhaustion, burnout, and neglect of personal needs and priorities. Additionally, FOMO can also affect our decision making processes. We might feel pressured to say yes to every invitation or opportunity, even if it's not in our best interest, just to avoid missing out.
Wow, it feels like FOMO has a significant impact on our lives. Are there any strategies you recommend for managing this fear, especially when it's driven by our peers?
Absolutely. One key strategy is to practice mindfulness and self awareness. Recognize when FOMO is influencing your thoughts and behaviors, and try to challenge those feelings by focusing on the present moment and appreciating what you have. It's also important to set boundaries and prioritize activities that align with your values and goals rather than succumbing to social pressure. Cultivate awareness of your thoughts and emotions surrounding FOMO. Mindfulness techniques such as meditation or deep breathing exercises can help you stay grounded in the present moment and reduce the tendency to dwell on what others are doing. Establish clear boundaries around your social media use and exposure to peer activities. Limit the amount of time you spend scrolling through social media feeds to reduce the likelihood of comparing yourself to others and experiencing FOMO. Engage in self-care. If FOMO is significantly impacting your well-being or quality of life, don't hesitate to seek support from a trusted friend, family member, or mental health professional. Talking about your feelings and experiences with others can provide perspective and validation. By implementing these strategies, individuals can effectively manage the fear of missing out driven by peer activities and cultivate a healthier relationship with social comparison and online interactions. Remember that managing FOMO is an ongoing process and it's okay to seek support and adjust your strategies as needed along the way.
Wise advice, Yuvraj. Thank you for sharing your insights with us today. Before we leave, do you have anything you would like to tell the listeners which would be helpful to people who are experiencing this currently as a one on one conversation with them?
Yeah, so everyone experiences FOMO at a point in their lives because it's not just a particular individual that feels it. Everyone at some point has missed out, and everyone at some point misses out on things. And you cannot always reach out for all the opportunities you get, and you cannot go to all the social gatherings. There's always going to be times when you're not able to go because of whatever reasons. But you have to know that what you have to know whatever is your case. Like if you cannot go, there's a reason, and you cannot feel sad about it because it's anyway gonna harm your mental health. You can just be satisfied with what you have and go out for the next opportunity. Wait for the next opportunity. You can be patient so you do not waste time having FOMO, and you can also stop scrolling social media because social media gets triggers a lot of FOMO in a lot of young adults, and it is a very non-productive thing. It will degenerate your mind. It will force you to not be able to think, and you have to get out of it.
Thank you for your insights, Yuvraj. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for now, but I'm sure our listeners have gained valuable insights into understanding and managing the fear of missing out, especially when it's driven by our peers. Once again, thanks, Yuvraj. It was my pleasure.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me, Bihu.